would get 2 or 3 wins in ranked and plat, and then I would get teammates who like literally would dive and hit the beam in the middle of World's Edge.
That sounds both hilarious but also painful.
I had one guy who dived and like he put us like at first I thought we were gonna go to the outside of frag, so I'm looking around and he does a 90-degree turn, puts us on a building, we fall down, 2 teams sandwich, like just stuff like this constantly.
So, like, usually what I would say is there are some folks with, like, an extraordinary, like, amount of wins. Like, that definitely does exist. I've seen folks with, like, as high as, 3,000, 5,000, right?
Mhm.
And the folks that I see with those types of high numbers, some of them are really weird and some of them are really interesting. But you can look at Calamity. He's a good example. He's about 3,000 in right now. He's played the game since the start. He comes from definitely having other FPS experience besides this. So if you're not used to battle royale style combined with like good confrontational fighting, right? And you didn't necessarily take it seriously, then yeah, of course you're gonna not be as good as Calamity. But what I would also say, there are folks that did just pick up this game and probably are in like the 1,000 win rate percentage. Not win rate, sorry, 1,000 like win percentage um, situation. And with them, I find that they play pubs more like it's ranked than what pubs is actually designed to put you into. Like they purposefully go to win the game. In my mind, and how I treat the game specifically, and there's a reason to it. I treat pubs more aggressively, and I get myself into very crazy situations that I'm not normally supposed to win, but basically so I can figure out how to disengage, how to potentially win that fight. With pubs and with arenas, I'm more focused on winning the fight than I am winning the game. In ranked, I'm more focused on like winning the game than I am always winning every single fight, because there's no way you're gonna win every single fight. You could try, but people know how to third party, people know how to shoot, and the max KP is only 6. So what's the point of me going ahead and trying to go drop like 10 kills, 15 kills in a ranked lobby? I mean, if the opportunity provides itself, right? Like if it seems like, hey, we can get into some good fights, and people are trying to kill us, and we just keep winning those fights, like cool, that's whatever, right? I'm not gonna like say no to that. I'll take it, but that's kind of the thing I think people miss about the game. Um, Both the idea of that other people have different experiences and have different goals, and winning can sometimes just be literally playing the game publicly like it's ranked, which I don't think necessarily strengthens the mechanical abilities of the player, um, especially those who don't, again, have that FPS experience. They're already missing and lacking so much of that that there's literally no point for them to engage so much into trying to win every single time. They should be more focused on winning the fights, in my opinion.
Yeah, see, like, I mean, I do that. Like, I don't play, like, I don't do anything special in pubs. Like, I like when I play pubs, I'm going for kills, fun, but it's like, when I end up, like, if I end up in the top 4, like, I want to win at that point. Like, when I drop, if there's 12 teams left, I'm still going for kills. But if I make it to the top 4, I want to go to win. And what happens is, I'm getting to the top 4, and then I can't, like, I just can't get a win. Like, that's where I'm struggling. Like, I probably had in the last 150 games, I've had 2 wins, and
Yeah, it's not ideal.
it's been a struggle. Like a lot of second places, a lot of third, second places. And it's so frustrating.
I mean, what I would probably say is, so I'm sitting at like a 10% win rate in PUBG, and that's mainly because I just play by myself. I knew that I could always go higher if I go play with other people. Um, but again, not too big a deal for me. So what I'd tell you is, if you're getting that top 4, that top 3, then it's just coming down to this end game decision making of understanding when to get into a fight at the correct moment, and what position you want to necessarily take at the end of the ring, what position other people are going to be at because they also want to win, type of thing. Um, and so that really is just all about decision making. And sometimes it might also have to do with you calling your teammates, in terms of like, do this, I need you to do that, right? Like, help me do this, right?
Hmm.
Don't push until this moment, right? Stuff like that. Because sometimes they just get extremely greedy, and maybe they don't even pay attention to how many people are left in the match.
Oh,
What I would,
I am 100% in-game leader at every game I play. Like I've learned if you don't take charge, my teammates don't listen in pubs. So it's like I've even got to the point now like I'll hop in trios, and if my teammates just run off, I'll just solo it. And my aim has gotten better. Like I've gotten a lot more kills. Like I started like main and Octane probably I don't know maybe 3 4 days ago, maybe 5 days ago. I got like almost 500 kills on him.
so how many wins do you have altogether, like lifetime?
I got 101 lifetime.
How many games have you played?
3,300.
Okay, 3,300, and you have about over 100.
Yeah, I got about 3% win rate right now.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's
pretty
rough.
interesting. And your like max rank has been platinum so far, right?
Mhm. Now I didn't grind like this season. I got to plat, and then like the ups and downs were frustrating. Like this season, for example, in ranked, like I've got 9 wins in ranked, and like probably 6 of those are in plat.
Interesting. So my key advice to all of this so far is gonna be, focus more on overall improvement than it is going to be a particular challenge or a particular goal. This is mainly because overall, if you increase your productivity of how you play, that'll increase all of your statistics like across the board. So let's go back to kind of what we talked about prior and see what we can figure out from what we talked about. So first thing I'll ask you is how much time have we dedicated to reviewing our gameplay?
I mean, I go back, I watch my streams and stuff to see like what I can do different, especially like on the tough losses.
How often and what exactly have you found by doing that?
Like a lot of it, just some of it is just like like I said, positioning. Some of it is just I peaked a little bit too soon. Sometimes I forget to heal. Some of it just simple stuff like I rush in like I'll get too knocked, and instead of like taking the time to pop a battery real quick, I'll try to rush that third in, and then I get potato teammates who can't land 30 HP. But if I would have healed, I could have got the kill myself.
Exactly. So what we're looking at there is essentially these smaller mistakes of I overpeak, I do not heal, and I charge in instead, right? And so these are habitual things, like behaviors that essentially are going to be problematic towards you winning. So what you do, right? Remember how we talked about the fundamentals of Apex, right?
Hmm.
So basically, we use those just like you are, right? Understanding like, hey, could have used this piece of cover instead of going out in the open, or hey, could have potentially, ADS here versus not, could have potentially, healed instead of going in, that type of stuff. These smaller habits essentially add up to make up what is your gameplay as a whole. So what you have to be doing is you have to have a way to prompt yourself while you're playing, and like when you're in the lobby and stuff like that, that's going to bring out some of those smaller things into like conscious light. So for example, let's say you let's give an example of this. Let's say you don't use an ultimate ability a lot, right?
Hmm.
Let's give that example. So the issue with it is there's never a perfect moment to use an ultimate ability. So if we're never using it, we're not getting the best out of the game, and then we're not getting the best out of our legend, and we're not getting the best out of the combat because of all of that. So basically, if that's your issue, then you need to have it prompted. So a method that we utilize is called habit journaling. I've probably talked about it before, right?
Hmm.
So have you made a habit journal before?
No. I mean, like I usually just like try to take notes. Or, I mean, I'll take a note or something. Uh, like when I try to review my gameplay, but like I don't like I'll write it down. I'll work on it, and then prove it and then go on to the next thing.
See, that's basically that point. The thing is, you can write it down and you can kind of analyze it in the back end, but in my opinion, unless it's constantly prompted to you, the actual speed to which it gets done and the quality to which it gets done is problematic. So if you go and you review your gameplay and you say, well, I didn't use my ultimate ability, I'm going to try to go ahead and keep using it, right?
Mm.
And then you go into a couple games, you use it for a bit, and then you stop using it, and you use it for a bit, and you stop using it, right? And so the idea is to get it as consistent as possible and make it the best. But if you're always going back to the VOD and you're putting that like time in to always look at it, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. That's why prompting it is more important. So when we do like things like spectation play, or we do things like habit journaling, in spectation play, like, you know, somebody like me is telling you to remember this all the time, right? Because I know it's a thing that you're doing. Habit journaling is sort of like having a coach while you're playing. It's just a written down note that always stays in front of you.
Mhm.
So that way it's consistently going throughout the game. It's not like on the back end you're looking at it and you're saying, oh, right, it's always there. It's never going to stop being there. It's always a consistent reminder. And that will create more consistency in the play because you're focused, you're hyper focused on doing that, and never will you not end up doing that, right? Because it's in front of your face.
Okay, so you're saying like just put it like somewhere like right by my monitor or something?
Exactly. So let's say downtime where you're running about, look at it, a little glance. In the lobby, give it like a full understanding. Like, okay, well, I played this back in my head. This is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened. Right? I didn't do this. Right? And so you concentrate on one thing at a time, just like you have been, right, with the analysis. But this is again having a way of it being prompted every single time. It's not like you're looking at it in the back end and then forgetting about it later.
Yeah, see, I think my other thing too is like I'm not really for like I don't feel like I'm forgetting much. Like the healing thing, it's always been a problem, but like I haven't really focused on it because I've focused like on trying to get my aim and stuff.
See, when we over focusing on aim node is a no bueno, no matter what you're doing, because the more analysis you try to put into it and the more complicated you try to make it, the worse off it actually gets for a majority of people, because they're not just shooting and making tweaks throughout, they're just like hyper focused on it. So even if you don't forget things, right, there may be other, like, even if it's like one or two things that you don't forget, there might be something that's more important that's not prompted, or there is something that you are forgetting but you're not even realizing you're forgetting it, right?
Mm.
And that's with all players, even the professional ones. So I wouldn't put anybody in a god tier spot with that. So that's what my recommendation would be. But I would also recommend, let me judge and look at what you're doing and make the habit journal with you, because there might be things that are absolutely like fundamentally important that you just totally aren't doing, and it's costing you more than you think, and you just don't have the full understanding of it yet, which is absolutely fine. That's why I exist, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, do you want me to go ahead and spectate some games, and I'll start that process for you?
Yeah, that works. I got the stream out if you just want to watch on Twitch, and that way you probably get a little bit better quality because I know Discord can be kind of choppy.
Yeah, send me off anything you have there, and we'll do that.
Let's see. Oh wait, I forgot I can just you're in Discord and put in there. Sorry, I'm slow at Discord. Yeah.
We all started slow at something.
Well, I'm still like so new. I'm still like relatively new to PC. Like I've only been doing it for maybe like 4 months, maybe.
Oh yeah, this is true. Remember you talked about that.
Okay. But yeah, that's my username on Twitch, and then because I just hit my affiliate, so I was pretty excited about that. So now I can stream in some decent quality. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that encoder is absolutely awful.
Oh yeah, like my buddy, so he would watch me, and he was like the quality. He would have to go watch me on YouTube because on Twitch it would just be so bad. Like unless you watched it from a PC, it was so rough on mobile.
If you're following.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It seemed like it took forever though, like to get the viewers, because like it was like I would have 1 or 2 at a time. Now I have 80, then I have 2, then I have 10, then I have 20, and 1.
See, for me, it's the situation of I have the viewers, but I don't have the followers. So we're working on that.
So do you stream a lot on Twitch? Because my buddy
Yeah.
gave you a follow.
Yeah, I've been kind of going back and forth with it. I have like a schedule that's basically like 3 days a week and so on and so forth. In fact, I was just about to start, but you had grabbed me, so I said, okay, let me go help him.
Yeah, remind me when I get off here, man. I'll go give you a follow. Alright. But something I usually do in pubs. Now I don't do this in ranked. Obviously, I've got like my 3 like dedicated spots. But usually when I'm dropping a pub, I go for like not like the super hottest drop, but I go for a fairly decent spot. Try to get the kills, clean up, and then get a better position and go from there.
That's fair.
Because I hate like landing in Narnia and then not having anything.
That's fine. I'd rather you land closer to enemy as a whole, because that's going to test out your mechanical skills, but it's also going to test out your ability to get loot properly and like engage into a full-on fight.
Oh, I can't climb. There we go. Alright, so team's in Narnia a little bit. Ah, reload, stuck. Alright, I'm gonna push that, see another guy. Alright, they're on. Ah, come on!
Good try. So what do you think happened there?
I probably should have shield healed before I pushed that guy, but like I thought when they were shooting from above, I thought my teammate had landed a few shots, so I thought, oh, he's probably flush, go for him. I didn't realize that they didn't hit a single shot. That's what I get for assuming. So if I would have just popped that battery before I pushed, I won that fight.
I would say, though, at the same time, right, you have people on the inside that were originally fighting you. You opted to go outside instead, which is absolutely fine, so you get to the different angles and take some different shots. By then, your full team is basically dead, because you're still looting in part, right? You grab this, you grab that, and you're kind of going back to them. I would say the error comes about with the position that you generally are in on low ground, like when you would through that pad and so on and so forth. Was already a bad position to be in because they're on roof and they're also in the building, like looking at you. Like it's very amazing that you don't end up usually getting fried or punished in that situation. So I would have honestly just went back inside though, like after you got that down, essentially on low ground, or I would have used the low ground that you were nearby, where those doors are, potentially try to heal on that or something like that. But it's better that you totally back up because you don't know who's inside of the building on low ground, and there's people above you too. So it actually is a meaningful thing to back off, then heal and come back in that situation after you get that down.
Okay. See, because the only reason I went on top originally is because like I seen a teammate on the roof, and I thought, well, I usually do a little bit better if I can stick with the team instead of trying to solo it all.
Yeah, but you kind of left them already as it was, like from the start. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Jump! Oh. Ah. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That climb was kind of annoying.
Yeah, that was kind of a pain in the ass to jump on.
Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't let me go over it. Like that one was pretty frustrating. Cause I thought that Loba went back. If I known she was there, I would have just reloaded the hemlock and shot the lifeline from like the place I got stuck jumping.
Yeah, she had queued to the left, and essentially she had just took the angle again when you try to take the other fight.
So right there, what do you think I should have done? Like you think I should have fall back there, or was
So
I just?
the original push you guys had gotten the damage off of, although I will say the cover usage there could have been a lot better. You could take a head glitch on the railing, right, instead of like staying out where you were, because they can see you just as much as they, back and forth, right? If they just shoot you a little better, then it's kind of over, right? Versus using the railing, you kind of can push up a little bit more, take some angles, and then in the original climb. The original climb wasn't necessary, and once they see you climb on that anyways, you're just gonna get shot at by everybody because they can all have angles on you. Versus using it as a side angle, isolating the guy on the right. In terms of the Mastiff fight, there wasn't a lot of strafing in that, honestly. You moved a little bit left, a little bit right, but honestly, it was kind of you just pursuing that person with the Mastiff. No crowd spam, nothing like that. And you did basically get shot by more than one person. So isolating of angle wasn't that great either. So that's like small things, right? Very
Okay.
small.
Okay, so I need to strafe more when I'm shooting, and use cover more.
Doesn't work exactly like that, right? Like I can't just tell you to do it and it'll be done that way. There's some reasoning behind things, and I'll explain kind of further through this one out.
Oh. I know, like when I see a line, something about it's harder to hit a moving target or something like that. Or generally, bad players won't hit a. Give me a shield. Oh, of course it's empty. Yee. Somebody give me a shield. Interesting. Wait, there's no. That's frustrating. There's nobody there, baby. And it's not gonna make it. Figures. Yep. On me. What? Like there.
So keep a note there, right? When you attack that, you're standing out in the open. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just what I would say to you is your angle usage is sometimes the reason why you get down more than not. You loosely hold angles or you don't hold them at all. And we can kind of illustrate that in a couple of different ways, but that's okay. When it comes down to angle usage and optimizing vertical and horizontal takes on how you utilize cover, that's like a forever optimizing game. Like players are always learning what's in their environment that they can kind of use. So I think of every POI as if it's like a mini nuke town, right? You got the bus, you got the truck, you got the Jeep on the side, you have the sign on one side, you have the two backyards, right? Kind of visualizing that. And so if we give comparison to you being there, right? What's an angle that potentially can be used with you on those tracks where you are?
Well, I could have used that the big square thing, that big box. I probably could have used it and peeked and poked them right there. Or grenaded. I could have naded them while using that. That probably would have been more beneficial.
So what I could think of in terms of angles there, and I'll illustrate them to you. There's two different types of angles you can take there. You can take the truck, or you can essentially go back where the tracks are and use the head glitch on the tracks, right? Because aim dueling people is not going to win you a lot of fights. Like you can honestly have the best aim in the world, and you still die because you can get out positions, right? Especially when there's multiple players in play. All they have to do is come to you. So blocking off angles from other players and also going ahead and taking as little damage as possible is the key, right? If we are exchanging damage every single time, then we are basically honestly losing out that fight because it's always going to be evened out. Versus if we can put the enemy at a disadvantage and deal as much damage as possible without taking so much of our own, we put ourselves at a bigger possibility to win that engagement.
Here we go. Ready up.
Okay, that's what you're saying. So, so one thing I guess, alright, I'm gonna try to work on this fight, or this round, is try to get better angles, take more cover.
Again, it's okay. It doesn't work instantly like that, especially when so what your brain does, right? How your brain works. What happens is when you do a good thing in game, let's say you land a couple of bullets, so you use cover properly, you go ahead and you use an ability properly, you're going to continue to try to do that similar behavior because it succeeded and it felt good to your brain, right? You're getting that kind of shot of dopamine. That's a good thing. Let me go do that again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, all the time, it doesn't necessarily mean, even if it's like succeeding for you, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best thing to do, like objectively, right? Given how the game works and given how other players might respond to what you do. So that's why like rank and SBMM and how people like SBMM is basically a combination of rank. It's a combination of playtime. It's a combination of what do you call it? It's a combination of KDR. It's a combination of ADR. Your last success or your failures in recent games, right? It's a combination of these different factors. And so we'll never really understand what the formula actually is. Otherwise Respawn/EA would probably be broke, right? So, but basically, that's how your brain interprets these things. So what we want to do is we want to correct the things that you think are good that aren't, right? And then we also want to look at the things that you do, generally very badly and fix those too. But not all players are bad. Not all players are equal either. There are definitely good things that I've seen that you've done, right? Like you're willing to get into the engagements as a whole. There are players that hide back, loot the entire game, right? But I've seen you like go from engagement to engagement to engagement, right? Maybe not right this second, but that's okay, right?
Yeah, this was not the best landing spot, like, and then do DC'd.
And so basically, that's better than some other players that can't even deal with that. The other thing is too, I mean, you come out with maybe a kill or two, right, throughout, versus some folks don't come out with any. So overall, like you're good, right? Like you're fine, but you need to be able to just optimize from where you are and just be grateful for the things that you have improved upon, right? That gratitude factor is what's going to boost you up throughout. It doesn't matter what level of play you play at.
Okay.
We don't just discuss the bad things, right? That's not coaching, right? Discuss the good things too. We boost you up from there, but you also have to realize what you're doing good too and appreciate it.
I mean, I'm happy that like there's a couple of people like I know when the split comes they're probably gonna join me and I'm gonna try to hurry up and get them from like silver to gold pretty quick. I'm pretty happy that I have that ability.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, I'm stuck. This happens a lot for some reason.
Getting stuck.
Yeah. Woo. Wow. I missed the height. Love that.
Well, the pad wasn't going to go that far, so it was alright.
Alright. Oh, where'd you come from? I thought they all left the tunnel. I was gonna be a good teammate and go back for him. Yeah. And I was like, if I just get the teammate, dip out of there, and I was like, We can respawn.
Come over to Discord for a second. I'm gonna show you a couple things.
All right. All right.
So let me grab my pen real quick too. And you can also stream this part if you like on the other screen. It's all dependent on you. I'm not sure if it would bring any use to you to look back on it or anything like that.
It probably will. Do you have 5,000 followers?
I wish I had 5,000 followers.
Oh, okay. Well, I followed the wrong guy. All right. Let's see if I can.
So let's look at this scenario, right? You going down right here. So basically, this is what you have available to you. You have this, you have this, and you also have this, right? So basically, what's going to end up happening here, watch this, right? They're over here right this second. So for you to run up to this truck, right, is not really applicable. You using this as well, not applicable, because you're going to get shot at running to it, right? This person has white, so it's honestly not that big of a problem, but they already have gotten like most of your armor off of you.
You're gonna have to go back. It for some reason it just now popped up.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird. I was like, why is this not working?
Oh, okay. So basically, what I'm saying to you here, right?
Hmm.
All right. So watch this. These arrows are gonna make sense in a second. So basically, enemies are gonna come up from here. Okay.
Okay.
You can try to use this. You can try to use this, and you can use this. Okay. You also, if you really wanted to, you could potentially try to use something to the right. You could potentially jump down and come back up. Like, it's whatever, right? But the moment that you're on these tracks, right, and these folks are here, right, the best angle that you can take is using the head glitch over here to the left, which is this ramp, okay? That's basically what they're doing. So you can throw your nade over as well, right? You can use that head glitch and go ahead and shoot. But this is what happens, right? You engage here, and you're just moving, like, look at how you're moving for a second, right? When you engage this. Just pay attention to that.
Oh yeah, I'm
So
just hard.
How are you moving there, right?
I'm just hard strafing left.
You're just hard strafing left in that situation, right? And so basically, you're just getting tracked easily, just going to the left, right? That's it, right? It's they're not adding anything different, right? And so the whole idea of strafing and cover usage is this. So when there's no cover to use at all, right? The best thing you can do is strafe, and the reasoning why is because it is a unpredictable movement. It's going to be back and forth. It's going to be up and down, right? You're crowd spamming, moving left to right. You might be doing maybe a 180-degree turn, another 80-degree turn. Maybe you're going to go ahead and use some type of ability to get out of a situation with it. Like let's say you're Wraith and you're going to go ahead and strafe all over the place and look up, look down, look sideways, right? To make yourself smaller, right, and harder to hit, right? So that way you can get the phase off and then get out of there. So with cover though, right, there's not really need so much to strafe and cover. The only time you might strafe and cover is to maybe help yourself control your recoil a little bit. Your recoil control is a combination of your aim, but it's also your movement. I found a lot of people overcorrect using their aim rather than using their movement to correct a little bit of like getting somebody tracking them or moving to a specific side, right? And so basically once you engage this here, you just are standing out in the open. So your best option, as we mentioned before, either going to be that truck or it's going to be this head glitch here, right? But you're just sustaining the damage and you're trying to trade it off instead. And so this isn't like even the first scenario of that, right? Let's look at something like back here. So look at here, for example, right? You got enemy to the left. You want to back out. You go ahead, you back out, right? You wait for your teammates to get in here. You tell them that that person's to the left, right? But essentially, by doing this, you're just giving the enemy more room to advance up and get a better position, right?
So you're saying there? So there, I should have pushed MP instead of waiting for my teammate.
Yes, because you have this piece of cover here that allows you basically a head glitch through this here. You can always duck and you're cool. Your teammate's already going to be right behind you in accordance to then just like looking at the map. You're already going to know he's going to be behind you. right?
Okay, I
And
got you.
looking at his marker, right? So if you're aware, that's how you pay attention to your teammates, right? And kind of what's going on. So you have these here, right, to use and push up because let's say they use these instead. You're stuck at the door now, right?
Mhm.
And all they have to do is either come to the right, come to the left. One might even try to take height and just go ahead and jump on you from the door. Maybe you try to take height, but they get it as early as you do, and then you're fighting a situation on height, and that's problematic, right? Instead, it's just better to push into it, right? And let's say you have to push out of it, right? You have a grenade, you can always zone somebody off, like throw the grenade over here to the right and go ahead and keep shooting this guy, right? Keep using that Hegglitch. Your teammate's about to be here, right? So that's fine, right? You can trust your teammate to cover a little bit of that angle. Now, let's say you didn't trust your teammate to cover the angle at all. That's fine. You can go ahead and maybe try to find a route out. Maybe you just take the height instead and be patient, wait for them to come to you, right? But you gotta basically look at the situation while you're like in it, right? So like once people start to appear and once like people are in your crosshairs, like you just have to react to the best thing you can do in that moment, right? Because everything else can potentially be hindsight, right? I wouldn't say necessarily you already saw the enemy beforehand, right? You know they're
Mhm.
going to be more than just one, so they're going to be pushing up to you regardless. So that's not necessarily hindsight, and that's just a good piece of cover to use, right? That's just what it is, right? In that
Okay.
particular situation. So if you climb up here, right? Let's say you climb up there. This guy was like here by the box, essentially close by, right? He pretty much just went to the right and then zoomed out, right? And then homie to the right is still there, right? So if you go ahead and you peek up there, let's say he goes ahead and he peeks this corner and this guy peeks that corner, right?
Mhm.
And then they see you just on top of this big giant box, you're gonna get fried. And so there's an armor swap right here. You go ahead and you kill that guy, right? But look at how you advance here, right? You have the massive in him. You have a piece of cover right here, right?
Mhm.
And you know that there's potentially what, three enemies in this situation, right? So where is the potential other enemy gonna be?
Well, so like right here, I was thinking it was just a 1v1 because I thought the Loba had dipped out. So that's why I was more open here because I thought it was just going to be a 1v1 and I wanted to kill her like as fast as possible. I didn't think about that Loba coming back. That's I think that's why I was more open here.
So here's the way that I see it. An extremely decent player, they can have about 50 HP back up and then look for an angle just to shoot you because you think that they're away, right? But honestly, they're actually looking for an opportunity to down you and then heal up and then help their teammate, right?
Okay.
Like that is what they may do. Really decent players. Now, she queued away a second ago. For her to pop a battery or a couple cells in the time that you killed that guy to the left and potentially just look for an angle and come back is still very probable. So essentially, the best thing you can do when out in the open like this, which I don't think you should have rushed out in the open, right? Because the load is still over there, right?
Mhm.
If you're gonna do this, you have to use this now, right? You have to block this line of sight from being able to be seen because you want to take this engagement with this person. This is not necessarily the best weapon to be taking at this range, right? Particularly. And as we had stated before, rushing out in the middle of the open as it was already like a bad move, right? Because
Yeah.
that lobe is still over there. There's even a blue armor over there that I'm surprised you just don't grab, right?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And now Loba just swings on you, and this whole thing happens, right? And there's still other people like around you from like even the landing, right? This is not like super isolated, so being third party is still probable. So at the end of the day, you can't go down in this fight, right? To overall even have a chance at winning the match, right? You can't die there, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And it all just has to do with like the usage of the cover as a whole. So the thing is that you got to think about is your hitbox, right? Each character has a different type of hitbox, right? Some are bigger, some are smaller, and so Octane has a pretty medium-sized hitbox, but he's got a very small build, and you can run like hell, right? Because you have your stim, right? And you can jump pad away, you can jump pad on top of people, you can go ahead and kind of use the best of that. But essentially, if we don't use our angles, it doesn't matter how good our abilities are or whatever it may be. That's just general FPS. Is we want to take less damage as possible, and go ahead and deal the most damage too. So we can even say like here. Yeah, that's a good example actually. Fighting on this bridge. So when you fight on this bridge, right? Let's look at the initial thing first, and this is like just paying attention, like kind of straight up on its own, right?
Mhm.
So when you get up here, there's going to be a guy that moves over to the right, and you're going to end up seeing him. And there he is, right there. So this guy right here, I'd noticed from the start, he basically ends up going over here, and I believe he ends up going inside of the building and trying to shoot you guys in the back. I believe your other teammates, though, have particularly noticed this, or if they didn't notice it at all, they ended up killing him anyways because he doesn't end up being a full-on threat. So being shot, right?
Mhm.
So, and you're like, where, right? He might have dropped down, actually. I think that's what ended up happening. That's why he gets that shot off, because he has a little bit of an angle, right? But basically, for you to not totally notice that he's there, right, is problematic.
Man, I honestly thought he was down. Like I thought he was knocked. I didn't think he was. I didn't think he was up to shoot.
And
Like,
so we can look at the feed, right, to understand kind of what's going on.
yeah.
He slides past, nothing's in the feed that's going on right now. He's probably dropped, backed up, or done something, right? Where
Hmm.
is this guy, right? I thought he originally was inside of there. I'm pretty sure he just was down and he was getting an angle from down there. Or that's his box right there and he just quit. I'm not quite sure. But anyways, basically when you get into this fight right here, this is like cover 101 that we kind of want to talk about. When you use this box, look at how you use it, right? You don't really use it at all. So basically you're out here, you're still shooting this guy, just moving a little left, moving a little right. This is not any usage of cover at all, right?
Hmm.
You'd want to be able to either be on maybe that you want to be on this part of the box. It's going to be the safest. This one you can technically use as well, but it's honestly not that great, right? I would be using the back part of this box. You could even use the door here. You can use the door back there, right? In the middle of this situation, it's just optimal to just use that box, right? And basically have it so, we do like a 60-40, right? We have, 40% of our body peeking out, 60% inside of the cover, right?
Hmm.
Taking less damage is going to allow you to potentially deal more damage and then push up into it, right? But you always opt for the aim duel, right? Unless you're like shielding. The way that you're using this cover when shielding is basically how you should be using it when you're shooting, funny enough. And so right here, it's very, very lucky, in my opinion. Especially with, I wouldn't even say lucky, maybe just skill-based matchmaking as it is, but honestly, this guy over here is not paying attention to you whatsoever. You go ahead and you just kill him, right? The
Hmm.
other dudes over there, you try to go ahead and utilize this cover, which is great, right? But you already know that there's more than one person on this bridge. If those people can aim and pay attention to you any better, they both fry you at the same time, potentially. So again, we're talking about getting you prepared for higher higher skilled players, but also dealing with what you are doing here too. It's a combination of the two. So the cover usage, right? You also never really use a lot of horizontal cover, which is basically doing again, a 60-40, but you're doing it on a flat surface and just peeking your head up, right?
Hmm.
So it's the cover usage that worries me. It's not tight enough, right? You kind of just aim do a lot of your things, and then even when you aim do a lot of your things, you don't normally strafe to even counteract it, right? The cover is king, no matter what you do. Hopefully that makes sense.
Okay, I got you. Uh, yeah, seeing from this, I see what you're talking about for sure.
Because like, let's say this, right? We can go here. Give you an example of something like here.
Oh yeah, congrats on hitting masters, by the way.
Piece of cake. What was I gonna say? Where's your site that I'm looking for? Just look at kind of the usage of how we do things. So I basically climb up over here because Distinct and I have noticed that there's a person low ground. So I'm just gonna play out the situation, right? So normally I would think you would normally push this, right? Let's just look at it how it is. So we come out, we understand that teams have landed essentially with us in Lava City. We're fine with that. We want early KP, right? This is ranked. Early KP is good. I go ahead and I'm going to try to nade that door off, right? Because I noticed that one of them was peeking through that door. I nade it off. So I say, okay, let me go ahead and climb up here, right? Get a different angle going. He's over here just walking through. Bam, dead, right? So we understand now it is basically a 3v2. This is awesome. I'm gonna pop this cell, and we understand that there's people inside still, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna try to push on that. I understand that the grenade's there. I don't want to take the full damage from it. Guys over here to the left, get involved. You see how I'm like moving, right? Like I'm adding these crouches. I'm trying to like avoid these bullets as much as possible. So this guy we go and kill, right? This leave that little bit of like going downward, right? That going downward for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And I even do it again, right? Because this cover is right here, right? This little piece of cover is here. It's something. It's gonna stop even like 1 or 2 bullets. That's something, right? And also moving wise, if he's just shooting me straight up, right, and he has an assault weapon and I have a shotgun, I can get the best of that exchange if he can hit me less 100% because it's a shotgun, right? So the small things like that, the cover usage is just extremely important overall. Like doesn't matter what you do. And so how you practice things like cover usage are basically playing, you know, you can look at something like here. How about that too? Like we can look at stuff like arenas and we can look at stuff like our pubs and that'll immediately tell us kind of like what's going on. So let's look at this now. This is a pretty clutch situation actually. So I'm on top of the roof. They're beneath me, right? I've asked one of them to throw the gas grenade or throw some grenades in the inside. I go ahead, take here. I know that they're not on high ground. They go ahead and come up the stairs, but I'm backing up, right? There's no shot I'm going to be able to do this unless I utilize the doorway. I utilize that gas, right? But I'm not going to go push down onto them, right? They could just be sitting in that corner. I get fried. Gonna pop this bat, right? There's a bubble up here for me. Teammates are inside. Trying to take as little damage as possible, right? And try to isolate as much line of sight, right? We go ahead, we duel that guy a little bit. He's dead. This guy's outside now. He dies, right? And we're about to get third party too. So I go ahead. I'm already like, okay, let's grab what we need real quick. See if I can get maybe a different shield swap, something like that going on, right? So far, I feel pretty safe. I feel okay. So I'm not shield swapping immediately. But this might end up happening in a second because they're going to start coming. Yeah, see, they start coming here, and I'm like, oh, damn, right? This guy's just coming out. Got to phase out of here, right? There's no shot I can just utilize that piece of cover. So I go back. The stink's already down, right? I'll pop about 1 cell here, but I'm still trying to figure out what's going on, right? I'm staying aware of the situation. There's still some shield swaps. I know that they're all on the inside right now. That one person is also down. I opt to pop the Phoenix instead because we can just play this slow. There's no need to rush into it. I understand my teammate's on hype. I'm ready to go now. This thing tells me that somebody's on his door, and that's the person that's basically, up, and then the person that's basically down. So, play the door a little bit. He's still blocking that door for me. Go ahead and shred this guy. Use this knockdown shield. Best I can. Go ahead and grab the armor swap. I have to reload the shotgun. He's upstairs. He phased out. He's on top of the roof. I'm like, okay, how you doing? Goodbye. And so I noticed that this ring is a problem here. So I use this phase to just kind of give myself a second. And I realize I have the heat shields. So I go ahead and pop one of those down. Res. And it's over, right? But that knockdown shield usage is super key there to survive it all, right? Utilizing the door, right? Going ahead and jiggle peeking with the shotgun, right? Those small things, right, are what keep me alive through any of that. Phasing out at the proper time, and trying to look to see where enemies are, knowing if I have to play it slow or if I have to play it fast, depending on the commitment of my teammates and the situation. And so normally everybody dies there, right? That's a third party, right? Like if you can't understand how to handle a third party though, then that's going to be problematic for everybody, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Nonetheless, that's like an example of just straight up like small things that are cover usage based. So what I would like you to do is think more and look more to your usages of cover and look more at folks like me and like other professional players, and you'll kind of understand why we use the things that we the way that we do, right? Just literally look at just that factor and isolate it. And that can take, that's going to take practice of like what feels good, what doesn't feel good, right? And your brain will correspond with it. But overall, you aim to a lot of people, right? And it's not healthy.
Yeah, I think that's the problem I had switching from like COD to Apex, cause like I didn't play Like I played the last FPS I played was Call of Duty Black Ops 1. And then I didn't play hardly any games. And then I switched over to I went back to the PS4 and played Apex for like a month and a half, 2 months, and then I switched over to PC. And then I've never in my life played PC, so like all the movement and stuff you can do on PC is 100% weird for me.
It's 100% weird, but I would also say it's very fruitful. There's a lot of things that you can do on PC that allows you so much more movement ability, and that comes with like understanding like the people that you want to look at for that. So if we look at folks like Ace, if we look at folks like Lyric, we look at folks like Fade, like we understand that they're a little bit more flashy, yes, but
Mhm.
some of their things that they do in movement are still extremely important. You could even still look at players like Prize who don't do a lot of movement, right, but are really good wraiths out there. So overall, like movement is like a combination of unpredictability and trying not to be hit as much as possible. That's literally all movement does and justifies in this game. The rest of it though is just all cover usage. And that's like honestly the biggest thing that even professional players miss sometimes. They just mess up with the basic thing of cover usage and the thing that we call it player conditioning. So player conditioning, like when you like constantly go into rank, when you constantly go into pubs, and you constantly get into the fights, right? You're acclimatizing and kind of getting to, and if you're reviewing too, you're even getting better at it. But the idea is like getting yourself to the best performance that you can be by consistently like working out. It's sort of like this. Like let's say you work out 1 day a week, right? Are you really in shape?
No, I mean, it depends on how fat you are. Yeah. No, but
So
yeah.
recommended, right? Recommended is probably like 60 minutes a day, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Right. So if we exercise like 1 day out of a week, yeah, we're gonna be pretty out of shape. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Like if we try to go run like a marathon, and that's all we do, that's nothing, right? So why players like me, why coaches like me, like you can even look at Shulkin, right? Plays pubs all the time. It's a conditioning thing, right? Like if we don't play for a certain amount of time, sometimes we get that issue of not being able to just jump back into the game. Some players though, if they play for a very long time, they already feel warmed up and they're able to just jump into it, right? Just depends on the experience and what they're used to. But I have a whole routine that I go through to ensure that I'm conditioned properly and then I'm ready to go and take the next 40 million fights I'm going to take. But overall, um, if I were to list some issues that I did see, it's going to be that lack of strafing. It's going to be pushing off when you're in a bad position. Sometimes you loot the same exact location as your teammates, and that should not be happening. There's tons of space. You have an entire POI to use, and cover your You're basically lackful on horizontal. You never use a head glitch ever, right? Never do I ever see you just use a straight up head glitch. You mostly use vertical cover, like box cover, and we've talked about kind of what that sort of looks like, right? Let me see. We've talked about kind of what that looks like too. So with this, you use a lot of this, right?
Mhm.
But even then, you don't use it a lot properly, right? You let like a Loba look at you from a whole side. You push up when you don't need to, right? Or you pretend to kind of use it, but you're still aim dueling people out, right? Like with the box on what you call it, on countdown. And then with this, never use it all, right? Just because you have high ground doesn't necessarily mean you have a head glitch. You can be on low ground and still have a head glitch, right? Um, like if you go to the stairs in the firing range, like where you're going up to that little platform, you could use that as a head glitch. You can use the boxes and stuff like that, even the main little platform in the middle as a head glitch from top to bottom, right? Like you don't necessarily have to be on high ground to use a head glitch. It's just making yourself harder to hit. Um, and this is just making it so you can zone people off and potentially get different angles, right? That box cover usage. So this and the strafing are pretty much why you lose a lot of these gunfights. Your aim isn't necessarily all the problem, but what I probably will say is when you start to strafe more, I bet you that your aim is still going to get a little off-putted because you're not used to moving that way.
Okay.
So this is why practice is extremely important. But the things that I did see that were good, right? You're getting your loot, right? You've kind of come out with some decent loadouts, honestly, not bad. You do use your pad. You do use a bit of your stem. You're actually utilizing those abilities. Let me think. What else? You are IGLing properly throughout the time, from what we kind of talked about. Um, and then on top of that, I would also probably give you an award for saying, "Hey, you came back to me. You're looking to learn more, right? You know that
Yeah.
you're not perfect, but you're satisfied that you're able to do some of the things that you are, right?"
Yeah, I'd been back sooner, man, but we just never seem to be like online at the same time.
So that's okay. I mean, I have an actual assistant. His name is Vibes. His name is Adam. And you can actually I'm gonna put you in my list for him to look at, and he'll probably contact you from time to time to see kind of how you're doing, and get you kind of set up with some sessions. Usually, I do sessions with folks like every week, every other week. Just depends on what their needs are and what they're doing.
I'd like
Um,
to do every week because like this like Tuesday like I'm going to bed early to wake up on Tuesday, and I'm really trying to push for diamond this season. I would really like to hit like diamond 2, but I didn't put a ton of like rank time in this season, so like this split like I'm like mostly gonna be focusing ranked.
I wouldn't even focus ranked. I would actually focus on your fundamentals and getting things done in pubs and arenas first. Because in ranked, it's just going to be a struggle. You need to be able to fight and win your fights in general, and if you can't do that in a skill based matchmaking situation where people of your rank are already in there, you're going to struggle for your rank. That's why it's so important to play pubs. So, like, an example, right? My ranked KDR is like a 2-2, right?
Mhm.
2.2. My actual KDR in actual pubs is like a 4, right? So that's simply because now I'm dealing with people of my similar level, of my similar skill set 100% of the time, right? Never mind this percent of the time that I'm going to get people that are like platinum and diamond players and stuff like that in my lobby, right? So if you can master your pubs, right, and do extremely well mechanically in those situations, right, ranked will be easy because all ranked is get some early KP, right, get
Mhm.
into a decent spot for end ring, and go ahead and fight it out from there, right. And throughout, while you're going like to get into the midpoint, if you see opportunities to take some fights and you want a little extra KP, or you see that it's just a really good opportunity not to pass up, then you go ahead and you take that fight, and that applies to just about any rank. I would say golds and silver and stuff like that. That's more about like just go push some people, go get some kills, right? There's no point to worry about like getting into a decent spot for end position and stuff like that. I think that's more like platinum and up in my opinion. Because of the negative 36, you could kill 3 people in plat and you're still negative until you're top 13. And that's simply because it's prepping you to get into diamond, and diamond is prepping you to get into mastery, right? And mastery is basically just everything I just talked about, like in terms of getting that early KP and going throughout. Because you just can't like go kill a million people. It's just not what it's made for. That's why Preds have like KDRs of like 3 or like 4, and it depends if they even play together, right? I think if more Preds played with like random people, they would not be Preds, right? They just have a lot of synergy and they work fundamentally well with other people, and that's what allows them to have so much success as they do.
Yeah. 'Cause
But you can even look at it, like Hal. He has like a KDR, I think, in ranked of like 2.98, like 3 almost.
yeah, I know I've seen. I know Rogue. They've been playing with like the same people for like like 3 years.
Yeah, Rogue, I0 Plus, and Dropped are all really fun, like fundamentally great players, right? Um, and that's what allows them to do what they do. Um, and again, so that's pretty much what I would tell you. If you want my advice on things that I would be looking to put into a habit journal or things I'd be looking to work on,
Mhm.
it would be these things. In terms of the priority, right? This right here, right?
Uh,
And this right here are going to take more time than the other things. This you can always do and literally just die doing. It's completely fine as long as you're doing it, right?
mhm.
Same thing with this, right? These are things that should be 8 out of 10 always basically happening, right? Strafing, right, while you're shooting and while you're taking fights, and making sure that you're not looting the same building as much as possible, right, as your teammates, going in and spreading out that loot. But otherwise, this is things that you learn through time, right? These are two things that you learn. But if we can get these things good, right, and you can work on a little bit of these, then you'll be in a better spot than you were for sure. But I wouldn't focus so much on ranked. I would focus more on actually just generally performing, right?
Okay.
And so arenas is a good way to, in my opinion, work on confrontational positioning, which is this and more so this, right? So even if like you don't feel like dying a million times in pubs, right? Go play some arenas. It pretty much is. It's going to be the same factor. It's a little bit more isolated. You just don't have to worry about the third parties.
See, that's that's the thing. Like in arenas, like I'm a lot better in arenas. It's like I don't know why I play different in arenas.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I would be looking at the comparison and kind of seeing why.
I think like because in arenas I have almost like a 60, almost a 60-something% win rate right now, and then it'd be higher. But like when the patch launched, it took I got kicked out of probably my probably first, I don't know, like 9 games maybe, and then like I played uh, probably my first 9 games, and then I played like 4 or 5, and then like the next like 50 games I kept getting booted out of. And so it was so frustrating. Like I would literally be up 2-0, like 2-0, and get booted and lose.
I see what you're saying. And so like with that, right? Like it is all about the skill-based matchmaking that goes into it too, right? Of what level you're kind of rising to, right? I could fight any player at this point. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. I literally like ESA Black, right? Like I was in arenas fighting like in a duo, right? Fighting them as a full team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't necessarily call it challenging. I wouldn't necessarily just call it like a pain in the ass because they're just as good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that for you, you have to understand that what you're trying to accomplish in terms of diamond is going to take you some time. It may take you a full season. And like even then, like you'll get it late in the season to even get it there, right? Unless you grind out a lot of the work that's required now. But even then, right? Don't burn yourself out. Don't get frustrated and don't put yourself through that. Just work through it naturally.
I mean, I probably play Apex. I mean, I want to say probably 45 hours a week, maybe. Like,
You can
now,
look at it this way, right? I have a diamond student that probably plays for about 12, 14 hours a day, and he's still hard stuck diamond, right? What does that say?
well, I mean, that's what I'm saying about like getting burnt out. Like, I can practice it. What I'm saying is like I'm gonna put the time in. I like to practice it. I don't get burnt out on Apex. It's my game. You know what I mean? I don't get to play much. I golf. I play Apex, and I go to work. That's about it.
I like it. So my advice: try to make a habit journal out of the things that I give you there. I'll give you some guidance on how to do that. So I have it here, and we'll come back to it next week and kind of see how it's going. But we need to use a little bit more of that cover, 100%. Very, very small usage of cover, and not a lot of strafing either. If you want to look at how people strafe, you could literally watch probably a good person that does a good bit of strafing and does a good bit of movement with Octane. Stormin. Have you ever watched Stormin?
Do I ever watch who?
Stormin?
Uh.
No? Okay. Stormin, really good Octane player. So is let's see here. So is G7 Dolphin in my opinion too. Really good Octane player. He's honestly why Hal plays Octane, which is really cool. But basically, yeah, I would say these two players do extremely well with the legend that you're playing and implement a lot of movement into what they do. Not so much that it's flashy, but so much that it's practical to a certain sense. I'd say Stormin's a little flashy, but they implement practical fighting mechanics when it comes down to strafing.
Okay, I'll check him out. He said his name's Stormin.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I sent you a link to both there.
Okay, all right, I see you now.
So essentially, the advice for habit journaling: try to make out with what those can be in terms of questions, and watch those two folks, and see if we can, play throughout as you're doing, and see if you can implement more of that cover usage, and that pushing like stuff. You know what I mean? Like try to do all right with it, right? You don't have to get it perfect. There's no such thing as perfect.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you have in terms of questions, concerns? Before we
Uh,
wrap her up?
no. I mean, the only thing I was gonna do later, I was gonna see if you wanted, like, I know you. I don't know if you were busy or not. I was gonna see if you wanted to. I was gonna try to book you to play, a few games. I want to see how that would go. Like, if it makes a difference, like playing with different teammates.
It will surely make a difference because I'll yell at you to move. I'll yell at you to move, and I'll probably kill everybody. So I mean, yeah, definitely make a difference. But nonetheless, if I have some, I know I'm gonna start streaming real soon. So let me go figure that out. And if I have some time like afterwards, sure.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just hit me up when you do. Also, because I'll do that. I know it's like what 1,500 or something like that. The other thing I was gonna tell you, man, if you're trying to get your viewers up and get your name out there, I think I'll send it to you in a message real quick. It's you can. I searched them on Facebook, but they have a website. It's like 20. You can spend $20 for a day, or like 50 for 3 days, or like 100 for a week. But they put your stream on like a bunch of these different gaming websites, and it gets people watching. And like I picked up a bunch of followers and stuff. So like I seen you, like you only have like 45, so it'd be a good way to get your views and your followers up. And you're good enough. Most people are gonna like follow you afterwards. You know what I mean?
I'll definitely take a look into it. My organization does extremely well with having more or less marketability and stuff like that. I have a meeting soon with one of those folks over at marketing, so we'll figure it out. I'll definitely mention it even to them though, see kind of what they think about it. But yeah, thank you.
Oh, no problem, man. I just sound like you're good enough. It's me. The only people I get to follow me, like if I hard carry somebody in a win, like they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna follow that guy. But that's how I got most of mine. But all right, man. Well, when you get into streaming, just let me know and or shoot me a message on Discord, and I will and I'll see if you're available or if you feel like it, man. Because I know like some people get tired.
Of course. I mean, I have 240 milligrams of caffeine, so we'll be all right. Anyways, Josh said, been a pleasure, mate, and I will see you again soon.
All right, later, man. All right, all right, all right. What a interesting experience here. So probably gonna have some games later. Uh, CJ, I don't know if I should do it or not, man. All right, and it's time to rock out, man. I'm feeling it. Alright, boys, let's take my lesson in effect. Alright, let's take this advice and see if I can fucking drop a 20 bomb. That'd be wild. No, I would like, I think my highest skill game is like 10 though. Or no, 11. I think it's 11. Alright, so he's here. I'm not gonna loot on top of him. The mobile respawn. Oh, give me a gun. Oh, this game hates me. Oh, why are y'all fighting now? Alright, so I need to take the high ground, I guess. Alright. Come on, baby. Yeah, one underneath me, top floor. Oh, cover. Ah, I want to kill that guy so bad. Keep pinging. Oh, couldn't really do much there. Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those days. Yeah, Bean, I'll leave I'll post this my party chat to open, or my party invites to open, so y'all can hop in and watch. Boy, that was frustrating. Like now, I feel like all I'm thinking about is freaking cover, and I forgot to strafe. But it's okay. I'm gonna learn it. We gonna get this, and I'm gonna get before I leave today. I'm gonna get like a 12 kill game. I believe in it. I see it happening. Especially since we're on Olympus. I love Olympus. It's my favorite map, hands down. So tired. I'm ready. I'm ready to get some kills. I'm ready to get a win. I hate Rift. That's the only place to not go, bro. Oh, I know. Views, love it. I just let the game pick random characters for me at this point. Oh, about him a cute. Come on, give me a. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm taking that. You picked my character, so. What? No, I don't want that. It's dumb. Actually, this guy. Oh, you're in the. Oh. Yeah, no shit. I hate this team already. Cause y'all are awful. Don't tell me you're going to the fucking portal after you land in this shitty ass place. How hard is ping the portal you're gonna jump in? Like,
Down that one. Reloading.
eat shit and die, bitch.
I took care of it. Charging shields.
You don't come up here shooting on my teammate.
Someone's been there.
Shoot.
Using meds. Come on. That guy over there. Firing. That's up. Opening fire. Faster.
I'm using my cover.
EMP on the way. No bueno, compadre. Down one.
Oh, please hit this Revenant.
Reloading.
Kind
Died. I guess that was the last one. Nailed that whole
Yo, can I get a revive here?
kill leader right here.
Thank you for taking so fucking long that the other team can kill us. Thank you. I absolutely love it because that means you are a phenomenal teammate.
No bueno.
Great job, guys. Fucking love it. Like, let's loot instead of reviving my fucking teammate. Not like I'm getting the fucking kills, you dick bag. Like, you just... Like, what an ass. Like, you don't do any damage. You kill one random solo. Just absolute. I mean, absolute dude. Ugh. Ugh. You know, I'm trying to be a better person. Man, these people make it hard. I mean, they really do.
Haven't we landed yet? What's the holdup? They say death catches up to everyone. He can certainly try.
What kind of spot is that? That's not a spot to land. That's where you go to refuel. Oh, I'm Fuse. Or I'm Mirage. Love it. Just give me more potatoes, Apex, because I am frying. Like, give me an option where, like, I don't get queued up with people who are gonna pick my legend. Yeah. No real loot here. Love it. 40 shots in the alternate. I mean, come on, baby.
R99 here. She's fast like me.
Do I want the wingman or the mastiff? Cause heck, why not? My watch tells me I need to breathe. Thanks, Apple. You're probably gonna stop me from having a stroke one day. I'm so slow.
Enemy spotted. Way out there, like little cucarachas.
Yeah, we're a little far apart there, I guess. Hey, they're going for a revive over here. Let's go push that. Let's go push that. Shimon.
Must go up faster. Taking fire. I'm going in. Charging shields. Come on, come on.
Alright. Oh, shit. Shit. I did not know he was right there. I'm honestly ready to leave this game. Can I make it anywhere off this? Nope. Cannot.
30 seconds until the ring closes. You like cutting it close?
What? I jumped? Oh!
Come on, compadre. Get up. Come on, come on, come on. I'm standing still. You're lucky I like you. 10 seconds. The ring is basically knocking on the door. Engaging. Ambush. Beat the ejector seat. Wake up. Ring's moving.
Here in the open. On the hill. We need to fall back. Go this way. Get back in the building. So many teams. That was a shitty landing spot, boys. Come on. I'm just not a fan in general. Yikes. Should get the wingman. Can I get a carrot? Can I fit my legend once here? Like, yikes. Just one time, give me my legend. Alright, that's all I want. I'm not picky. Like, I just want to play one. There's all these other ones. Like, oh yeah, I'm out this game, man. Bro, I main Octane. Are you really gonna carry with Octane like I will? No, you're not. Oh! There are good people in this world. You see all them kills and wins? That's from Octane. 4 days. Alright, so we're not gonna drop hot because I'm gonna try to get you guys a dub. Normally I hit hotel, but you know what? We're going for that dub today. Oh my god, I hope I'm gonna make it. Holy cow. Ba-na-na-na. Alright, we leave here. Oh, teammate. Two down, one left. You got a shotgun bolt just in case.
Contact with target. More friends are coming to kill us. There's another squad. Giving my under fire. Opening fire.
I'm going around. Oh, I hit him with the nade. Bro, what the fuck is going on? It's just stuck. I'm over here trying to switch weapons and it's just fucking stuck. Oh, I hate this glitchy ass fucking game, man. Like, switch weapons. Oh, let's just look at it for 10 seconds and punch when I'm trying to switch. It's so stupid. That's so disappointing. Okay, so anybody that's gonna play with me, Rift is not an option. No teams here, no good loot here. I hate this whole area. It takes forever to get anywhere in this. It's just, for me, it's just not it's just not a fun area. All these guns. Let me get this long ass drop. Now watch this guys. I can't ping right now. Going in the portal. Crypto, hit the freaking portal, bub. Like, let's go, you fucking potato. Watch this shit, please. Whoa, 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 Val. Val, we don't need to talk like that. Maybe the guy's new. Crypto, get your head out of your ass. We need to roll, bro. Hey, hey, Crypto, hey. You ain't no better. Hey, let's get high.
Got ourselves a bandit out there. Fox 3, missile off the rails.
One here.
Get ready, squad. Got a bandit here.
Oh, hell yeah. What the fuck? Dude, on me, on me. By me? I gotta heal. Hey, I got you, bro. Is there another team by you? Like, watch out, watch out. Hold on, I have to res you in a second. Crypto, can you hurry up here?
Bogey here.
Oh my God, blessed! Oh, now you show up. Wow. I don't know how you get that off, but congratulations. I'll get you. This motherfucker. Yo, Crypto, you got the drone, man. Why don't you res over there? Like, just stick with me, man. Like, you haven't done the whole game. Just follow me. That's all you gotta do, and we win. Okay, fuck it. I guess I'll do the reviving. Crypto, where are you going, bro? Why would you respawn all the way over there?
Give me a second. Fixing up. Adding an extra pair.
This fucking potato. Do you do anything like a team, bro? Like, fuck out of here.
Backing out of my drone. I'm good to go.
I don't know why you wouldn't respawn the guy where there's loot.
Need LMG. Need sniper optics.
mean, I don't know why you wouldn't like loot you or respond you where there's like 4 boxes. I mean that would make sense, but
Signaling my drone back.
who am I? I'm just some random. Yeah, it's probably gonna end on Bunza. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hit the jump tower. We can get some loot off these people we kill. Let's go.
Optics here. Mid-range.
Look, go here. This is where we're going. Go here. Go kill these people, get their loot.
Sniper. Optics here. Sniper.
Thanks a bunch.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
Let's nix that last part.
Yo, replicator's come. Someone else is over there. Yeah,
Thanks a bunch.
right here. Level 2.
That's got my name written all over it.
Come on, guys, let's go. Jesus Christ. Fucking wait all damn day. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck this crypto. Fuck this whole team, bro. Yeah, they're low. Flesh. Yeah, a little bit better sight. They're inside.
Taking fire.
Yeah.
Third party.
Y'all fall back. We're in a bad position because it took fucking forever.
Let's check this quadrant. Alert 5, Valkyrie on standby, ready for burn.
Yeah, we're not flying right now.
Firing. Reloading. Last one.
Hold on. Shield recharging.
Yeah, there's 19 over. He's low.
Taking fire. Charging on my shields.
The all-seeing eye.
Oh god. This is what happens when you take 4 fucking years to shoot somebody. Like,
Backing out of my
alright, go here. Get keep.
Taking fire.
care package coming in.
Yeah, ping them so we can get an angle on them.
Recharging shields.
I've got eyes on one of them here.
He's low.
My sights.
Where at? Where at? Ping it. Yeah. 2 more this way. Follow me. Yeah, there's 2 more this way. We gotta hold this middle. Let's go.
We can scan this area.
Enemy spotted over there.
Alright, go up this way.
Bandits hurting.
Yeah, follow me. Follow me. In this building. In this building.
Reloading.
I got one. All the squad has dropped for good. Hold on. Shields recharging.
So slow to push, man. So slow. Oh, do you have anything to go through? Oh, fine.
Here.
And that.
Adding an extra pair of eyes.
Need heavy ammo.
Yeah, one squad nearby.
Probably nothing, but I'm keeping an eye out over there.
158.
Hey, thanks.
There's 200. Just switch to 301.
There's mobile respawn beacon here.
I got eyes on one of them over there. 2 other squads are close. 조심하자.
Alert 5.
Yo, heavy ammo right here. Heavy ammo. Here, never mind. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you when we land. Top of the building. Top of the building.
Got a bogey on my marker. Fox 3, send it home.
Getting shot at that far. I see one.
Yo, he's low. Focus here. Focus here. Push that Gibby.
Reload, yeah. I put one down.
Down to us and them. Extended energy mag here. Energy ammo here. Reloading. Keeping a lookout. Another bogey.
Recharging my shields.
Opening fire. Hey, who invited the third party?
빨리 가자.
Yo, get behind cover. Get behind cover.
Hold up. Healing.
Recharging my shields.
Yo, I need shield cells. Hold on, I'm coming on. You're gonna have to wait a second.
Counting down from 6. And then cruise over and check this quadrant out.
Yeah, I don't have any shield cells at all. Fuck.
There's a clueless bogey out there. We can cruise over here.
Fucking one. Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Putting an eye in the sky. Executing reboot. Backing out of my drone. I'm good to go.
I'm stuck. Hey, help me out. Help me out.
Box 3, visual clear. Good coverage.
Closer.
R99 here.
Come help. Come on, guys. He's 55 flesh. 1 res, 1 push. There's only 1 left. Please res me.
Here. So let's get you a do-over, huh?
Lifeline!
Reloading.
Reloading.
Jesus! Like, holy cow, man! Like, I'm trying so hard to not lose my shit. Oh, I take back everything you said. You can say whatever you want about that crypto. Piss on him. Eat on it, dude, man. Like, I don't know how you did that much damage when you were away from the team 90% of the time. Dude, you get the fuck out of trashes, bro. I did more damage than you. Like, you got a couple kills because you picked off somebody I hit for 90 flesh. Loser. Get out of here with that crap, man. Psh. I lost your mind. Calling somebody trash. You don't know how to stick with the team. Oh, I don't want to play with you. Let's see. I don't know if I can do that carry, man. Nah, honestly, I don't want to play with that Valkyrie either. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's just play Octanes, guys. No big deal. Yeah, yeah. Actually, you know what, guys? After this match, I'm probably gonna go take a break. I've got to go mow the yard. That's gonna take about 20 minutes, 30 minutes maybe. I'm gonna mow maybe and get that done. I might play till 7. I'm gonna play till Opus is done. Yeah, like that drop he put us out. It's like Queen going over there. All right, 4 teams. 4 teams. Fucking hard-headed old script out. Like, let me be a senior potato here and let's go push him. Let's go tell him Merry Christmas. Jesus, you walked in front of like a third of those bullets. He's flesh, punch him. He's flesh. How are you the last one to the fight in your octane? Like, come on. Oh yeah, I got 40 minutes. I'll finish out Olympus. But seriously, you're the last one to fucking fight in your octane. I might go solo, keep some duos after this. Bro, I'm leaving. Octane's my dude. I'm done. Ah, it didn't work. God, man. Yeah, my buddy warned me about that. He's like, Octane's the most picked character.
Let's do this.
Why would you not land hot as a duo?
Charging up my shields. This ring's far. Not for me, but there for you. First fatality. Let the game begin.
Where'd he go? Like, are you sure?
That's the last of the
I guess.
shield. I need heavy ammo.
Fuck you, give me out, bro. In that shitty place. You have my character.
New kill leader. Show off. And your next champion is right here. I need heavy ammo.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I got it the first time, so if I find some, I'm not gonna get it for you. Like, psh. Oh, shit's up with that. Like, you think pinging it 9 times is gonna make me give it to you? Like, psh, fuck out of here.
Charging up my shields.
I need some more light. I wanna go back to 301.
Found an extended energy mag here.
Fuck your man. Fuck your energy mag.
It's go time.
Come on. He can come back for 2 bullets.
New kill leader. Show off. Enemy real close. About time we got ourselves a fight. Got trouble here. Taking fire. Firing. I'm down.
Yeah, great teamwork there, bud. Run off on your own. Fantastic way to play Octane. Yeah, go back to duos. I don't even need a teammate. Oh, man. Alright, we got teammate can listen. This is a winner. This is a winner chicken dinner here. I feel it.
Someone's ready to throw the punch.
Behind us. You can get fucked. Oh, how do you shoot me when I'm down? What? I just shoot through the fucking patio landing? Like, oh, I am not having a good day. Yeah, you know what? If you want to make some real content, you can play with these two guys. It's, you know what, I'm gonna do it. We'll play with these two guys. We'll see how this rolls out. Hey Joshua, what's happening, bro? Appreciate you tuning in. Oh man. Yeah, I got about 30 minutes left for lunch is over. I'll play with those guys if they hop on. I'm just, it just sucks so bad to to be rocking out like that and then just have the unluckiness. But that was a 2v1. Oh, we got. Alright, so where we going? We're going in the middle. One person with us. Open. Like, hell? Yo, on me? Where you guys at?
Attention. First blood. And fencing. If the fence gets crossed, we know. Engaging the enemy.
Yeah, I got you. Watch out. Watch. You can get fucked, bro. Yeah, nice job. I'm pretty bad with the Sentinel. I ain't gonna lie. Get rid of you, get rid of you. You. Get rid of some of that, get rid of that. There we go. Oh yeah, game just lag on me. I love it. Doesn't get any better. More shield cells, because why not? Not a fan of the Peacekeeper. Those of you that are, God bless your soul. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I got like 12, I'm good. Let's go to Hydro, clean up that team. Let's see, you didn't go here. Why are you in Narnia? Yeah, a lot of ammo there. Purple barrel stabilizer, purple barrel stabilizer, purple barrel stable. Yeah, I hate when people like you with no mic tries to lead. Like, ping system's great. It's not made for an IGL. It really isn't. $20 flesh in there. Yo, underneath us. Yo, he's underneath us, underneath us. Yo, underneath right here. Oh my god, can you like fire a fucking shot? Like, yeah, no wonder. Like, and this is why we didn't want to take this fucking route. Like, no. Yeah, I'm not fucking helping you till I heal up. Like, yeah, you had to fucking solo him if, you know, ping it. Fire a shot, like, do something. He's by himself. Oh. Ugh. Shitty Watson, bro. Shit, yeah. Shit, yeah. What's up, man?
You alright?
Yeah, yeah, what's going on?
Nothing, just streaming a little bit, trying to get some ranks down. Because in the silver, is the rank we're setting tomorrow? Yeah, is the rank we're setting tomorrow?
Yeah, go down a rank and a half.
Is it tomorrow it's resetting?
Yeah, at I think noon. Noon Central Standard Time.
Okay. Nice. Oh, I'm not rising it.
This is your champion.
The Lord's side.
Here we go. Ready up.
Alright. Well, I got him. What the hell is that?
Recharging my shields. First blood. Well, you can't solve the eternal mysteries of the universe without breaking a few eggs. Need to recharge my shields. Let's bounce our bombs this way. And up. Keep calm, dearies. Backpack here. Level 2. Here's the leader. Watch for them.
There should be one more team here.
What?
There should have been another team.
Extended energy mag here.
Yeah.
Level 2.
Oh, I see him. This way?
And we're shooting.
Here too.
Right here? Oh, I choked that one away. I gotta get on low. Terrible, terrible. Why are you pushing by yourself? One more.
Broke him.
Where?
Down. Okay.
That was the last of that squad.
I clean this spot out in the name of science. Oh, and
Did you actually leave?
Sergeant on my seat.
Yeah, dude. People can't wait 5 seconds. It's a wraith. I mean,
Every wave go down so fast and leave. Like,
I don't know why you would. I don't know why you would push that like by yourself. I just said I'm healing, you know, and he just
there's a team
rushes.
that will go down. Just 2 on 2, you know.
Yeah, some people are so soft, man. Oh no, maybe she just had bad internet. Another team's here right here.
good. We're inside.
One cracked. Alright. See, look at it. There's no way that bullet hits me. No way. Yeah, I'm out of shield cells, bro.
There you go. Hey.
Alright, we need to push these guys. I don't think they're very good. Oh, come on, dude. The Horizon's flesh, the Wraith is flesh. Lifeline's full shields. Alright, well, just leave, man. Race,
I don't know why I panicked.
that's alright. I slid off the thing. I didn't want to do that, but here's what it is. Come on, CJ. We only got 15 minutes, bro. Oh, I got 15 minutes. Ugh. Yeah, man, it's just unfortunate. I got about 15 minutes, man, so let's go.
Alright. Give me a minute. Let me back out.
Bruh, he does this all the time. It's super annoying. So frustrating. Like, why do you have to back out so many times? It doesn't make any sense.
say we land here?
Just, I don't care where you go, as long as you freaking drop, bro. Like, say that dolphin crap or somewhere.
Please hop off the map, coming here, boy. We know. We can stay this side.
Alright, so we got 4 teams here.
This way I'm going.
Y'all fall back, Gibraltar.
Spotted an enemy over there. Being shot at.
Whoa.
Guilty spotted. Shields recharging.
Alright, let's push, let's push.
But that was close. Damn, man. Two of them rushing at the same time. I can only done one of them.
Then why didn't you say that? Why do you have a mic and you don't use it? I legitimately don't understand that.
A wee cup of tea.
I haven't found my limit.
And a wee cup of tea.
Grapple, locked and loaded.
Alright, good.
There you go. Inside. There you go.
Fucking gay.
This is your champion.
What's wrong with that?
I speak Baguette.
How about that? Here we go. It's a long drop. Fun.
Well, I don't know why nobody ever wants to go to Elysium. It's such a good place.
So, it's a long drop. Wow.
Yeah, I'm in the back of this building.
I'll go there with you.
5 teams. Bitch got my ammo. Are you serious? Oh. Bro, are you... I'm sorry to fucking leave this match, bro. Oh, nice. What kind of aim is it? Dude, his game is glitchy, bro. Holy cow, that's bad. Didn't shoot. That's how. Okay, 8 minutes.
I'm still a white shield. What? How did you get a purple shield?
What?
Yeah, that's a very crazy, tough battle indeed.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, that was wild.
And
Things look to get a mite troublesome.
Ready, steady, go! Better to die fighting than to live in fear.
of the greed.
This
The
is
least
your
chill way
champion.
to go.
Friends have left, and they miss me.
Uh,
Who's around there? Looks like Con.
oh, please drop. Please drop.
Here's a good spot to touch down.
Yeah, see, they just solid drop with me.
Keep us under the radar.
Alright, I'm
Shall we
gonna
head
go on
this way,
this side.
darlings?
It didn't matter. I was just running
Oh
away
no,
from
I'm moving on
everybody
to the
because
middle.
Crypto's scared to fight.
There's a squad right
Spotted what
there.
we science folk call a bad
Let's move here. Getting my eyes in the sky. I'm back. Logged off my drone. Switching to drone view. Watch my back.
Terrible place to land.
bomb bots are shooting at me.
Someone's destroyed my... Taking fire. Might be one of them. Prepared.
We've got another squad on us, darling. Fire it! Take 'em down.
So satisfying to kill someone with a.
Reload. Ian, you're down. Got a ninja here.
I'm coming.
Enemy here.
Damn it, I downed that teammate with a. Where's that gun again?
Fixing up. Recharging my shields.
The sentinel. With a sentinel.
Bro, Crypto, you're horrible. Like, you land in a shitty spot and then you can't even hit a fucking shot, man. Like, this dude, God, dude, Contos.
I
Crypto,
don't know
man.
why he went to the middle, thinking like he's there. You went to the middle to become the bloody aim target.
Dude, I don't know what you're thinking, but it was a terrible spot. I hate landing in there. I think it's a horrible loot. And then when you land multiple teams, it's trash. I hope you're a lifeline.
Ahead. Return of victory and slaughter.
Today's a good day to cheat death.
Introducing your champion.
Introducing your champ.
I'm the jump master.
Oh, thank God.
Feel the speed. Yeah, baby.
We're going underneath.
Right, that's
Oh, yeah. Get out of the way. Why won't it let me pick this fucking thing up? Damn. Guys, we gotta go upstairs. Let's go. We're on a good spot. Stop shooting them upstairs. I don't have ammo.
Yeah, I didn't have any more bullet.
God, y'all take so fucking slow to move, bro. And this is what happens. You can't drop hot and be a fucking potato. You cannot drop hot and be a potato, man. So. Alright. Come on, get out, Sante. Come on, Sante, I'm leaving.
Good fight, we just didn't have the good guns.
No, yeah, man, I gotta go. I gotta mow. Alright, later, buddy. Like, jeez, man. Come on, can I get... I got time for one more game before I gotta go mow. Let's get this going. Jeez Louise. Oh my god, can we do something? Like...